Hello, and we're back with Dead Secret. The last episode we were playing, we came through this window because a masked figure was chasing us, and we were going to try and figure out who that was, as well as we need to figure out how to work this this device that the scientist was working on and may help us solve this entire thing. It's a strange device with bells at the top. There are slots for small bottles. Alrighty. Let's see here. The door is stuck. There are electronics inside and it looks like a battery. You don't say. This is a weighing device. It's a scale. Yes, it is, isn't it? Alright. Let's go ahead and walk over here to this, thingy-ma-digger. Oh!
November 15th, 1960. Dear Harris, I read in the paper today that you received a special award from the college for groundbreaking research. I am writing to wish you my sincere congratulations. I said some things that I regret, but today I wish only to extend good wishes to you and to your future endeavors.
Cynthia Peckman. She Mrs. Bullard? Is that a question, or...?
Marguerite Higgins is my hero. She won a Pulitzer for her reporting in Korea. I went to college because of her. She goes to war zones, marches with the troops. Nothing scares her, and she gets the story. Marguerite Higgins doesn't run from a juicy story just because her life is in danger. Neither will I.
Interesting. Alright, I'm assuming we need to go into the other room to find out anything else because it's not telling me very much more about that now, is it? Nope. Somebody's playing that piano, and I like it.
The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, Chapter 8. The passage continued downward, a steep slope like we were going down a hill. The smooth crystal didn't give our feet purchase, and we were trying our best not to slip. It was dark as night, but the light from our helmets reflected strangely from the walls, making them dance blue. Once or twice I thought I saw a flicker in the glass, but it was just a trick of the light. It was cold down there. None of us was wearing a jacket. It dawned on us that we had come totally unprepared. A few hours before, we had been whooping and shouting, excited by the crazy angles that cut the crystal entrance out of the cave wall, sure that we'd find something that was going to make us rich. Now we walked in silence. Henderson's face wore a hard, determined look. Johnson's was all suspicion. Jimmy just looked scared and his skin pale and his eyes wide. I opened my mouth to say something to him, then shut it. Either we'd find a way out or we'd die down here. All there was to it. It was then that Johnson screamed.
You screamed. The fireplace has been used recently. In the summer? Yeah, some people like to use a fireplace in the summer. A fireplace poker. What am I gonna use that for? A fireplace broom. I'm gonna clean that up, aren't I? I gotta clean things up. Clean. I don't use the... No? Oh, okay. I guess I'm not gonna sleep now, am I? Oh, yeah, I am. It's a series of faint symbols. Star, circle, square. Okay. I'm not gonna poke it? Alright. It's hard to make out the symbols. I wonder if the mask would make it clear. It's pretty easy to, tell. Okay. Anything else going on in here? Something right there? What did you do to get in the corner? Were you being bad? I think you were being bad. You stay in the corner. Interesting. A portrait of Bullard. It feels like he's looking at me. He probably is. Now these floorboards are gonna come up. There are... Okay. Fireplace poker. Genius. If I can get this poker wedged under a board, maybe I can pry it up. Yep. There's a hidden space under the floorboards. Oh my gosh, it's so original. Let's open this. Okay. What was it, that? There we go. Oops. My bad. Was that it? Or was it the other way around? There we go. What's inside? A key. It's an old metal key. And
I owe you many thanks for forwarding my request to the New York Times. I think we have the opportunity to tell one of the great science stories of the 20th century and make a considerable sum in the process. The time is a great first step, but when we are finished, I want to have headlines written about me on the front page of every paper in the country. The key to our success is Harris Buller's brain research. He has discovered something fundamental about the operation of subconscious brainwaves, and I believe that he will soon harness this knowledge to build a device whose object is to make...
Something. Conspiring to steal Bullard's research. Graham Wellington, how dare you? That makes you a suspect. Left 20. Crap, I didn't get to read it. I wasn't paying attention. Find the safe combination. Alright. I'll have to read that again, now won't I? All that piano music, sheet music is scattered all over the floor. Was Bullard a musician? I didn't know that. Well, scientists tend to be musicians too, because it's a science of itself, I guess.
It's just a receipt. For a work order, invoice, packing labor, transportation and storage, materials. Client's wishes to keep large items, piano, unpacked for sale at auction. Do not pack contacts of guest, bedroom. Second floor, left side, not owned by client. Client is still looking for key to first floor study. Will provide by September 26th. All expensive looking items are to be packed separately for immediate sale.
Interesting.
National recognition for local college, Washington, D.C. The National Academy of Sciences announced its annual picks for leaders in Science Academy on Wednesday. Among the recipients of this prestigious award was our own Oakley College in Logan. The college won recognition for a controversial research paper published by the school's small neuroscience department last year. We are very proud to have our work recognized in this way, said Dr. Graham Wellington, chair of Oakley's Brain Studies program. We are a very small program focused on areas of research that the big schools ignore. We applaud the Academy of Sciences for giving us the chance to prove ourselves. The award-winning paper, authored by Wellington and Dr. Harris Bullard, was written in 1962, but only published last year. Titled Accessing Subconscious Waves Through Twisted Pair Electrosynthetic Biography. The highly technical paper caused some controversy in the neuroscience community and was ridiculed by many experts in the field. The paper was the source of some local tumult as well. This paper was written entirely by Dr. Bullard, said one Oakley student who did not wish to give his name. Wellington just put his name on it and took all the credit. Bullard, who retired from the school last year, could not be reached for comment. Sounds pretty suspicious. I'm sure if someone did that to my science paper, I'd want to murder.
Would you? Graham Wellington claimed credit for a research paper that Bullard wrote. He doesn't seem to be the innocent man we thought he to be. More papers.
H. Bullard Daily Log. Cynthia called me today. She sounded drunk. Sometimes I think she calls just to get a rise out of me. I maintained my calm this time, declined her invitation to meet, and told her in no uncertain terms that if she was looking for money, she had best look elsewhere. And now I'm going to go get drunk myself. Graham came by my office this morning. He had a strange-looking envelope. It was addressed to me, but had been pushed under his door. It bore no return address, just the single word, woodcutter. I had to run to class and haven't had a chance to open it yet, but something about it makes me uncomfortable. I hope it's not another love letter from a student. Graham is a weasel. He's never stepped foot in the lab or run an experiment, but he makes it sound like he's the brains behind the whole program. Without me, he'd be a washed-up theorist with nothing to his name.
Harris Bullard wants nothing to do with Cynthia. Thinks little of Wellington. Huh. Interesting.
Dad took me to Wichita once before he died. We drove for 4 hours to get there, ate hamburgers, and watched a movie. Then we went home. He never explained, just told me to get in the car. I guess he knew he was going to die.
Something to think about.
H. Bullard Daily Log, August 18th, 1965. The little mail fraud enterprise Bobby and I are operating has paid off. Since the beginning, I have had suspicions about Woodcutter's true identity, but I cannot confront him without evidence. Several months ago, I started paying Bobby extra to steal outgoing correspondence from a particular individual's mailbox. We steam open the letter, give it a read, and then send it on its way. It's not the most exciting trick in the book, and Bobby certainly doesn't like it, but I found it an effective method of surveillance. Today we intercepted a very interesting letter. This one confirms most of my theories, and has been locked away for safekeeping. When I have one or two more pieces of this puzzle, I'll nail Woodcutter to a wall. I'll have to do it quickly, though. The device, my ace in the hole, is almost finished. When it's completed, there will be no reason for Woodcutter to let me live. I'll just have to get to him first.
Well, that's not good now, is it? Alright, let's go ahead and get upstairs. Or wait, can we? Because we know what the safe combination is. Now I wonder if it'll let us get inside. Did I already read that? I don't remember that being there before.
Using the moon as a trigger for the lunar green apparatus has its problems. The moon must be full, or nearly so. The night must be clear, and the process must be started at a very specific time to ensure that the moon is visible from inside the chamber. Josie's been following weather reports and using lunar charts to try to predict days for ideal test conditions, but it's an error-prone process. The data we get back from the weather service just isn't precise enough. Today I hit upon the solution We'll build our own weather device. In fact, we can base it upon an exceedingly accurate design from a century ago, the Tempest Prognosticator. I'll have to make some modifications for our purposes, of course. I'm sure that with some tuning, we can build a device that responds exactly to our weather needs. Then we'll need to get some leeches.
Okay, get some leeches. Sounds great. I'm gonna get some leeches too. Harris Bullard built a strange device to track the phases of the moon. Why wouldn't ya? I thought everyone did that. Let's see here, we're in the kitchen now. There's some creepy noises in the kitchen. The cupboard's been mostly emptied. That's... Somebody was in a rush. These boxes are ready to go. Pots and pans, they haven't been packed very well. No, they haven't. It's pretty wise to assume that it works. I mean, nothing wrong with the house, other than, you know, weird science stuff. Nope. More reading. Okay, this is just a patent for his weird lenses. Alright, I'm not going to read that. If you want to, you can go ahead and pause the video and read that. Basically describes his little, lenses he invented. Got any food in here? Got some coffee? A coffee can, it's frozen shut. I can hear something rattling around inside of it. Could be coffee. I don't know. Nothing in there. Huh. Is there gonna be anything in the kitchen of importance? It's full of dishes. Jeez, look what they just threw him in there. I know, no. A bottle, letter D is printed on the label. Why? Oh, just collection. A pantry. Kinds of confet. I'm sure that is... Huh, I used the old key to unlock the door. Whoa. Whoa. That's disgusting! All those leeches. Gross. Okay. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, Chapter 14.
We rounded the corner and Johnson stopped dead like he'd been given an electric shock. I about ran into him, cursing before I heard it. From somewhere far ahead, deep in the darkness, somebody was singing, a woman's voice. It echoed off the crystal walls, and then some seemed elsewhere, everywhere at once. The song was so faint I listened hard but couldn't make out the words. The melody was odd, ghost-like, but it was singing. It was definitely a person singing. Johnson turned and looked at me, but didn't say anything. We both understood. Somebody was down there, somebody who must know the way out. We were saved. We broke into a run then, Johnson cradling his arm as we tried to cross the forest of crystal, scrambling over translucent beams of amethyst, big as fallen redwoods. I slipped, hit the smooth surface hard, got up again. We followed the woman's voice deeper and deeper into the cave. Jimmy got to the plateau first. I could tell before I made the rise that something was wrong. In the middle of the mess-up was a sort of hatch, like something off the deck of a submarine. It was round and made of steel, and sticking out of it was a metal locking wheel. The woman's song drifted up from it like smoke. I looked back at Johnson as I grasped the handle, and he was out of breath, still clutching his wrist where his hand had been, trying to keep the cloth tourniquet tight around the stump. He nodded, and I gave it a turn.
I want to get a leech. I want to stick it on my forehead. Can I take a dump? The toilet is a lot newer than the house itself. That seems totally logical. I was wearing a mask. This is real. I could die here. You definitely could. It's a flashlight. It doesn't have any batteries. No, of course, because why would you ever need to find batteries in a game? The towels are clean and pressed. All these... Man, a lot of reading in this one.
If Woodcutter killed Bullard, he was pretty sneaky about it. No marks on the body, no sign of a struggle. Coroner ruled it was pancreatic failure. How do you kill a man without leaving a mark on him? And why return to the scene of the crime?
Exactly. If you want to read that, go ahead and read it, but I did a lot of reading in this episode. I feel like I might drag away from the actual story. Doesn't actually seem like it had anything to do with this actual story. Let me go ahead and get this one up. If you want to read it, you can. There's a piece of paper on the floor. It's about the death of the 30-year-old woman. Doesn't seem to be anything to do with the actual story of the game. Alright, this is a Bullard daily log.
As I sat idly by the window today, watching the snow slowly cover the fields, I remember the story of the Snow Woman. I first encountered it in a thin volume of Japanese folktales that somebody loaned me at the base in Yokohama. And a decade later, it is the only story from that collection that I can recall. The Snow Woman is a fascinating character. She's a monster, a murderer, a force of nature, yet she has human qualities as well. Having fallen in love with a young man, she spares his life in order that she may appear to him later in another form, and marry him. By telling her of his father's death, the man breaks a contract, but it's not just a contract between the man and the Snow Woman. It's a contract with the universe itself. It is what binds her to the mortal plane, allowing her to live as a human with the man she loves. By breaking his promise, he has destroyed her life. She is no longer able to remain with him, or with her family. Even if she would want to, it is no wonder she is angry.
I wonder if the Snow Woman's gonna have anything to do with this story, this, murder trace. It's a lot. Lock the door. Oh, good for you. There we go. I don't think I need to do anything in here, except a missing mask. Of course, it's yeah. I mean, we obviously know, because the person wearing a mask came after me in it. We're waiting, because they wanted to try and scare me. Thought I saw foggy mist happening. Let's get back up the stairs. And I think I was on the right. Was where the safe was. Wait a minute. I don't remember there being a person in that picture. Go back. I don't remember that being there either. Alright, look at the picture. I don't remember that being there. Okay, doesn't let me actually talk about it. Okay. I guess we ain't gonna talk about that. Monkey. Wait, I've seen this before. Yes, I have. I've seen it out in that snowy area. Alright, let's get over to the safe, and we're gonna figure out what that safe combination is. Alright, what was the safe? Left 20, right 50, left 10. 20, 50, 10. 20, 50, 10. 20, 50, 10. Do I have to remember it? 20. 50, oops. I wonder if it'll still work. 10. Alright. 20. Crap. Oh, crap. 20. 50. There we go. Got it. See, you didn't acquire too much knowledge. Open the safe upstairs. Nothing but paper in here. What's this? A bottle, the letter C is printed on the label. Okay, got another collector's item.
Martin Bros Construction, receipt for services rendered date June 16th. It's just a receipt. Installed steel siding and insulation per specification. Ran electrical for fans and evaporator under floor to connect to main line and basement. Compressor evaporator, freon tank, and ventilation installed and tested. Replace standard door handle with a locking variety per
request. Why lock a receipt away like this? What's going on with it?
Joe, this is the only remaining copy of our research materials. I destroyed the rest. Take this and get out of here. After I'm gone, they'll turn this house upside down looking for answers. Josie, I know about the secret room behind your wardrobe. What? Remember I talked about that. If you stashed anything there, you must get rid of it. I've already cleaned out the freezer. I'm counting on you. Take the files, destroy the machine, and get out of here. Harris. A secret room, and what did Bullard have hidden in the freezer? I already got that. Well, not the basement freezer, but I got the freezer. Josie's secret room. Alright, the lunar dream apparatus. Altering the brain to achieve permanent idiofocus. Oh dear, that didn't be good. Be hallucinating all the time, or what we appear to be hallucinating. Abstract. William Benjamin Carpenter's work describing the Carpenter effect over a century ago continues to baffle psychologists today. We have struggled to understand the linkage between the conscious and the subconscious, particularly the ways in which the subconscious mind seems to wield special knowledge, of which the conscious mind is unaware. Our research attempts to give the conscious mind unfiltered access to all the information stored in the subconscious by creating an artificial bridge between the two. We have done this in a rudimentary way with a set of lenses that refract light by tracking alterations in brainwaves, but a more robust connection requires permanent alteration of the brain. The lunar dream apparatus combines engineering, psychology, neuroscience, and a bit of physics to create just such a connection, in order to give the subject some control over their own subconscious. We have chosen the moon as a mental mnemonic. After ongoing treatment in the lunar dream apparatus, the subject's conscious and subconscious are merged whenever a full moon is visible. This paper describes the construction of the apparatus, its function, and the details of our research and data recorded from our first test subject, co-author Josephine Herrera.
Juicy. This must be what the woodcutter was after. The lunar dream apparatus. Alright, now where was Josie's? The wardrobe has been packed. They really wasted enough time cleaning this place out.
Harris Bullet, I am Woodcutter. I know your secret. James Larry sends his regards.
The West Woodcutter character is my prime suspect. I bet his blackmail scheme went south, so he killed Bullard. You don't say. Alright, now where was Josie's room? Was it in the other room? Let's go find out. Whoa. Whoa.